So Jim, look at me, I'm Jim Acosta, is in the Oval Office, and he asks Trump, well, when you say you're a nationalist, isn't that a dog whistle, meaning that you are a white nationalist? And this is cut number one. Here is the question and the beginning of Trump's response, just so you hear what he's saying.
Mr. President, just to follow up on your comments about being a nationalist, there is a concern that you are sending coded language or a dog whistle to some Americans out there that what you really mean is that you're a white nationalist.
I've never even heard that. I cannot imagine that. You mean I say I'm a nationalist? No, I never heard that theory about being a nationalist. I've heard them all. But I'm somebody that loves our country. When I say a nationalist, I don't like it when Germany's paying 1% of GDP for NATO, and we're paying 4.3%. I don't like that. That's not fair.
So he says to Trump, do you mind if I take your word and translate it to mean that you're a racist? Trump said nothing about race. He said, so you don't mind, do you, if I appropriate the word, take it out of your mouth, and now redefine it to mean you stink, right? That's what he wants to do. And Trump's response is detailed. It goes on and on from there. I didn't want to play the whole thing. He says, we're not being treated fairly. I want to take care of America first. I want to make sure that he's the president of the United States. He's not the president of the world. He wants to take care of the country. That's why we hired him. That's why we pay him, although he doesn't take the money. That's his job, okay? So now it's been explained. Acosta asked his question. He got the answer. Here is Jim Acosta later going on CNN, right, to tell Trump that Trump got it wrong. Acosta knows what Trump is saying, not Trump.
Pressed him on this in the Oval Office, asked him, well, are you trying to say that you're a white nationalist? What about these concerns out there that you're dog whistling to your base, that you're sending coded messages to your base? And he says, well, I haven't heard a theory about that. And then he went on to say, well, there are trade issues and so on as to why he is attaching this label to himself. But Anderson, when you're demonizing immigrants, migrants coming up from Central America, trying to make their way to the United States and apply for asylum, when you're demonizing Middle Easterners and making the suggestion that they're terrorists and so on in that caravan without offering any proof, and then calling yourself a nationalist in front of thousands and thousands of people, I don't think it's a stretch for a lot of Americans out there to wonder whether or not the president is secretly considering himself a white nationalist.
You don't know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I'm here to tell you what you're saying. It reminds me of when David Brooks told us that the Islamists weren't killing us because of Islam. They were killing us because we were racist. And the Islamists are saying, no, we're killing you because of Islam. No. I know what you're saying. I'm a journalist. I'm a trained journalist. I know what you're saying. They will take any word they can find lying on the ground and stick it back on that racist board. They do not want these wounds to heal. They don't want them to heal. They think they get political energy out of it. They think they get political traction out of it. So Jim Acosta, Jim, look at me, I'm Jim Acosta. His question is the important thing, not the president's answer, right? Journalists are supposed to ask questions in order to get answers. No. Jim Acosta asks questions because his questions contain all the information you need.